Yes, trying to set up things. A very important one to to check out how these things are going, and it's important to refresh so that we get to know how to work out things. Let me check another one. Today we are studying about we're continuing about the herbs. Today we are continuing about herbs, and I'm trying to set up some ABCD here. Be patient, be patient, be patient. It will be a good season. I can see the other link. There is a link that has a problem that I had put out previously. So let's see if this link will work. Yes, so I think I have to remove this link from the other one. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Welcome. If you are in the platform, please welcome to the platform, and we see. Delete that. Welcome to the platform. It's very important that you check out this thing, the other link, because I had a problem with you see, sometimes when you put on some new softwares, there is a problem when it comes to how they behave. We call our content. Yes. So today's topic was to study about the. You remember yesterday we talked about yes, uncle. Yeah, morning. The link that you've texted in is not working. Please refresh and check the new one. Yes, you can. Yes, refresh and check the new one and forward it also to Ridley. Ridley. Okay. Okay. That's it. Now, we will talk about several herbs that we use in hospital and also in like that. Yes. In the normal society and in hospital. So as we refresh our minds about yesterday's topic, as we refresh our mind about yesterday topic, you can remember what we discussed yesterday, the topics we discussed yesterday, and you will attest that it was an interactive session, and we got to know, we got to see very many things that sometimes we ignore, but you say that these doctors don't want us to use these drugs. No, you've seen the need. You've seen the need on how to this one, yes, it has deleted. The need on how to get this info, and also to do what, to 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 understand the practicality of herbal medicine. Generally, let me tell you one thing. You see, the contemporary medicine that we use right now, it is as a result of our forefathers, the herbs. That's where, yes, greetings, uncle. I see you have the new link. Greetings. All the medicine that we use is as a result of our forefathers, their findings there. So today we are going to learn about the herbs, the drugs that these herbs that our forefathers used, even some people are using right now. We will have to know how they come, and they gave advantage of knowing how to come with our conventional medicine. Remember, if I may just say this, contemporary conventional medicine, I want to remind everyone who is watching here, conventional medicine is the medicine that we use in our hospitals, But we have the other one, which is called the complementary. We don't say herbs. Because herbs is to say we only have practice in our traditional as herbs. No, we have other things that we do in our cultural practice that are not only herbs, and they are treated as medical treatment. So it is called complementary medicine. And you remember, complementary medicine, it always helps when it comes to holistic. You remember our talk, holistic, spirit, and the body. Now, today, as we welcome the new topic, which is complementary, we have started with complementary. Before we go to complementary, before we go to what? Conventional. So, how herbal medicine is used in the modern medicine? How herbs are used to modern medicine? The herbs that we have, the ginger, these are drugs. Let me give you a secret. These are drugs that we use in these are drugs that we use in hospital, but manufactured, because they have taken some part of the content inside them. And they are manufactured to drugs. Today I'm gonna focus on 20 drugs that we selected, and they are the normal things that we usually use at home to help us. And we're gonna see how these drugs help us, because if paracetamol is a drug, we call it in our language as doctors acetaminophen. But this paracetamol came from somewhere. So let's get to know and understand the 20 that have selected, and we get the importance of these drugs, because these are drugs that people use every time. Now, there is this plant called the willowback. I know several people. I want people to see what the willowback is. Let me share this. The willowback. Let me share the willowback, so that people will know. And what does the willowback do? The willowback, the active component is a salicylic acid, which is aspirin. It is used for pain, fever, inflammation, and heart attack. So Let's see, if you have the willow bark, you yourself, you have the willow bark, how can you uh, help yourself if you don't have aspirin? And you see, these are things that came from I'm trying to share it. I'm trying to share the willowback tree, so that as we talk, we get to the willowback. I found the willowback image, so that as we talk, we get to know. Let me add a source 3. Okay, I want to let me see, media source, no, browser. Yes, browser. Let's see, copy. Today we are going to be slow because we want to understand these things so that people can know what. Yes, okay. So we do browser. Yes, that one. So the, if you are seeing, let me check if you are seeing. If you are seeing, I want to share the willowback as a tree. Let me check if so. You are seeing, I hope you are seeing something on your screen, showing something. Oh, Bibi Shosh is in the Bibi Shosh is here. Hi, Bibi Shosh. Today we are talking about plants, and I wanted really to show you about these plants so that you can understand about. Now this is the willowback. What you are seeing here is called the willowback tree. The willowback tree. What you are seeing, if you have ever seen that plant, this plant, it's a tree. I'm sharing the screen so that you can see the the tree itself. It's a tree, sorry, it's a tree. So the bark of this tree, if you've ever had this tree, you have ever seen this tree is called the willow bark. This tree is the one which produces, this tree is the one which produces, sorry, this tree is the one which produces aspirin. So sometimes back, is the image coming? If you are seeing the image, please tell me. If you are seeing the image, please tell me. If sometimes back, yeah, that is the image there is coming. Sometimes back, our forefathers used to go to the bush, and they used to go and check. They used to go and check this bush and take several. If someone has fever, if someone has inflammation, if someone has problems with hotness of the body, they went to the bush and they took several. It's coming, Baby Shosh. Let me see. Yes. Yeah, that one. I think now you can see it. Not that one. This one. I want the. I want this one. It's coming. That is it. Come on. I want everyone to understand. If you know that tree, please tell me you have seen it somewhere. If you know that tree, tell me you have seen it somewhere. The willowback is not the willowback, yes, that one. So when they went to the forest, and they tried to take several trees. They tried to take several trees, and these several trees, they found out that this tree makes you be relieved the fever that you have when you take it or you are steamed with it. If you are seeing it, please tell me you have seen the tree. Oh yes, that one. That one is called the willow bark. I know some people, some people have seen this tree somewhere. Have seen this tree somewhere, and you don't know it can relieve fever. You don't know it can relieve fever. That is what is called the willow bark. If it is in your country as you are watching, please tell me yes, I've seen this in my country. So the willow bark, when they were going to the forest, I think you have seen the willow bark. We can go back to normal. When they were going to the forest to 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 check, to get some leaves, some things that can relieve a person's fever, they went and got this, and they found out that it is relieving fever. It is relieving fever. So they continued using it. They continued using it, and nowadays, because our forefathers continued using it, it has helped the current medical approach by taking it, processing it to something called aspirin. Aspirin. If you have ever taken something called aspirin, aspirin is as a result of this. But you see, the other thing is, it came from way back where our forefathers did what? Where our forefathers started it. Oh, Baby Shosh, where are you right now? Are you at the coastal of Kenya, or which part of Kenya are you? Or are you outside? I know there are some people who know that tree. So it is the one which manufactures aspirin. Aspirin, the one you've been taking since you were young. Now, what does what does it do? It relieves pain if you have pain, because it's an anti-inflammatory. If you have fever, and you know the work of aspirin, the work of aspirin mostly is to do what? The work of aspirin is to make. Oh, in UK. Let me find out if it is in UK, Bishosh. I think this plant is found mostly in the US and even here in Africa. So that, if you've seen that one, the willow bark, the barks, they take the barks and then they manufacture aspirin. So if you feel you have fever and you don't have aspirin or paracetamol, you find this tree, you take the barks, you boil them, and then you drink. The fever comes down because it has contents of aspirin. And if you take this drug, this herb, for long, your blood becomes light. So what if your blood becomes light, what happens? You can low chances of having heart attack, low chances of having a high blood pressure. Now we have talked, that is the first one that we have talked. Now the second one I had chosen is cannabis plant, but I'll skip that for now. We go to lo, lisorious lisorious root. Lisorious root, I know some of you know it when you look at it. Let's see what risoriate root is. Risoriate root, I know someone will be surprised about this plant. Risoriate root. Risoriate root. I want the picture. Today we are going so slow because I want everyone to understand and get to know the risoriate plant. I want everyone to know these herbs that you keep on ignoring, the products. Let me see if it's here. Risoriate plant. Risoriate plant is a native plant from somewhere called, let me see. Just be patient because I'm generating these images. I want you to know that the plants that you always have, get all. this one. Okay. I'm giving, and I'll give. I want to share the. Let me see. I want to share the info. I want to share that plant so that some people can be surprised. Lysorate plant, hard heat and drought tolerance, except sunny. It is a heat and drought tolerant. This is something that you always have at your doorstep. Something that you always have at your doorstep. You see, this one is, let me select this one. Let's see. Select. Select. Just be patient. I'm selecting a plant here. Sorry for. Mhm. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. This is the fourth one. The existing. Yes. Come again. Copy. Be patient. Be patient. Today we are going so slow so that people can understand. Yes. This one. Delete. Delete. Yes. I will go so slow today so that people can learn the herbs that they have are where the medicine started from. So be patient, because I want you to see this plant that is coming, which you always have at your doorstep, and the works that this plant does. Where is the browser? And the um, so please so yes. What is it doing? There is a problem with the loading of this. Let me see if I can get another. Yes. Just be patient. You be patient. Be patient with me, please. It's coming on. Coming on. Copy. You delete this scene. Okay. So add. This one is browser. Browser. I'm trying to load an image here so that we can see this plant, but instead of giving me the real plant, it's giving me something else. Just be patient. I load this plant. I load this plant. Let me remove this. Move. Yes. Yes. So we drop some. Sorry. I'm trying. You cannot learn this if you don't have the plant itself. But the browser is kind of like letting me down. It's really going slowly, and that is the problem that I have. Let me remove remove remove. We have seen the first plant, so we add seed, and then we Okay, it's in 4. We add this one. Copy, add in 4, display browser. Okay, browser 3, 4. Yes, okay. Bring this. Yes, that's what it's coming. It's coming. We have several plants that we usually use. Now, you see, these are plants that you usually use when you are at home. When you are at home, and most of them they are at your doorstep. Blessing to you, King, everyone who is in the chat. I'm trying to show everyone what lysoriate plant is. So lysoriate plant is this one. That one is lysoriate plant. The one that you are seeing, that one is lysoriate plant. Yeah? I'm getting it online. That one is lysoriate plant. There are several types of lysoriate plants. There are several types of lysoriate plants, like the one that you are seeing, that you usually use as 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 flowers in your garden. You see, today you are seeing it there. You usually use these plants as flowers in your garden. You see them. If you are seeing them, please attest you are seeing them. Yes, those ones are the plants that you usually use at your gardens at home, and that one is called lysoriate plant. Lysoriate plant. You see them? You see how they look? They look, I know some of you know them. This one. You see how beautiful it is? I'm trying to find a clear picture. This one. White lysoriate. There is lysoriate seed there. There is lysoriate plant, buchans. You see them? Those ones. Those ones are called lysoriate. You use them as you use them as flowers in your garden. You've seen. So these plants that you use them as flowers in your garden. So lysoriate active compound is called glycyrrhizin. Glycyrrhizin. These, the roots, when you take the roots of this plant, if you are seeing it, please. Yes, there's King Nero. You know King. You know this plant. You know this plant. You, every time you have acidity, you take food and you feel you have a lot of acid in your stomach. You have a lot of acid in your stomach. What can you do to relieve the pain of acidity? This plant, our forefathers came and realized one thing about it. What did they realize? In conventional medicine, we are using it as carbenoxolone. Carbenoxolone. You see, it is used. We call it carbenoxolone. And in the past, they used to take the roots. They used to take the roots of these plants. The one that you are seeing, they used to take the roots of this plant, and then what did they do with it? They usually did what? They usually use it. If you want to see it again, just tell me. I'll bring back the picture. So when you have acidity and you're burning in your stomach, you have seen that plant. Most of you have it. Yes, King Nero knows it. That one is used as something called, carbagnazole. It in the roots, and modern medicine. Do you know what it does? It protects the stomach lining, so that you cannot corrode. Anti-inflammatory effects, reduces inflammation around the ulcers that you have, helps decrease pain and irritation around your stomach. It protects healing and has antimicrobial effect. Imagine something that you've been having, and our forefathers, when people had stomachs, they took the roots and they did what? They boiled them, and after boiling them, what did they do? They used it as ulceration drugs. But now, us, because we are the modern medicine, we went and the quality, please. Yes, I'm trying to get to quality, baby Shosh. Don't worry. Let me see. Let me see if I'll give a good quality. You see, so they took it as a, okay. Let me get to someone has requested about the quality. Let me get to where I can get quality. Mhm. Save image as hub. Yes. Now, this is very important what we are talking today. Let me be slowly because I want you to understand that those okay, let me add. Bibi Shosh has requested to get a good quality. That's what I'm trying to do. Let me go get a very good quality for her. Browser, no, image, game, image 2. So I will upload an image. This one, yes, this one is a good quality. Okay, yes, so that we understand each other. Now that one is a better quality. Look at that. Just look at what you are seeing. Look at that. That one is a very better quality. Look at what you are seeing, please. Yes. Okay, let's see. Not quality, it's coming, King Nero. The better quality is coming. It's because they sometimes you can, that one, yeah, that one, it's good. Now that one is what helps you for the stomach. When the stomach has inflammation, our forefathers went to the bushes, and they went and looked at the roots. They boiled them and they drank it. So if you take the roots of that one, it is called licorice root. Licorice root, let me text it at so that you can Google the information. The licorice root, wherever you can study about it, wherever you are. You see, I think that's its good quality. So licorice root, you can attest it helps in treating what? In treating, it helps in treating ulcers. What's the amount of dosage? Now, that is King Nero, that is the problem. That is the problem when it comes to now the conventional medicine and the complementary medicine. This is the why I'm saying it's a problem. You see, when you take this drug in hospital, in conventional medicine, we take a compound called carbanoxolol that is in the roots, and then we know the milligrams. But at home, when you boil, you will not know the milligrams of carbendazole in that root. So when you are stuck and you don't know any other way, the pharmacy is far, someone has, it is a helping thing. You can boil it and take a glass as you wait or go to the hospital when you have, and it will relieve. Or at home, you can take a glass or 2 or 3 as you wait to see if the ulceration pain will relieve. You see, now there is something called turmeric. Or do we still have a question on that? If we let me choose another one. We talk about something that some people know and are, we have talked about it. So we have talked about ulcers, and we have talked about ulcers, and we have seen about that tree, that plant can help us when it comes to helping in the stomach problem. Now we have talked about the willowback. Now we go to another one, turmeric. Turmeric has a very important standard. It's a very important thing in it. And let me put a picture of turmeric, because not everyone knows what turmeric is. Turmeric plant. You can say that everyone knows turmeric, but not everyone knows what turmeric is. It is important we get to understand and know what turmeric is. If you've ever, sorry, I'm finding a picture for turmeric. I'm trying to find a picture for turmeric. I'm trying to find a picture for turmeric. When we learn and we see these things, we kind like we kind like I'm trying to find a picture that is growing and plus a picture that is, yes, this one can be so good. Let me see this one. A picture that the turmeric itself and is growing, and the turmeric itself. Okay, let me see. Yes, I've got something here. It's a very good picture. It's a very good, nice picture. And we need to learn these things, because now you see, like the other plant, when you have acidity and you've just eaten and it's at night, and you don't know how, you don't have any, no, this one, oh, come on. Yes, you don't have any other way or any other thing. Display image. You don't have any other thing to help yourself. Is you can go and take those ones and help yourself. You see, now there is now turmeric. Here comes turmeric. Here comes turmeric. Here comes turmeric. Look at that. Some of you have this thing in your compound. Here comes turmeric plant. Turmeric plant. You've seen. If you have ever seen that one, yes, so far so good. If you have ever seen turmeric, you attest on what you've ever. If you have a question, please ask. Today we are going slowly because I want people to see these pictures and I want people to attest. You have solutions, and I'm saying what we are helping each other in this way. We are helping each other in this way. I want you to know our forefathers did a lot of things. They took a lot of things. They paid the price to. And just a minute. Now they took a price, because before a person knows that this plant can heal my ulcers, it took time of several things. You get it? Now turmeric plant is a plant that we use at home, and most of it helps. Uh, Use in arthritis and inflammatory research medicine. Standardized calcium extracts used to adjunct anti-inflammatory therapy. So people use this drug. Mostly you've used turmeric when you have a flu, and you have a flu. Now Bibi Shosh is attesting to me. Bibi Shosh, today we are going slowly because we want people to see these things. We want people to absorb them. Now, this one, our grandfathers used it when it comes to arthritis, because it had anti-inflammatory effect. And the main thing when it comes to arthritis is what? Inflammation. Inflammation of your bones and the tendons. So when you take this, it relieves you when it comes to inflammation. If you have ever seen this drug somewhere, please tell me I've seen this drug somewhere. You get it? This one, they used it as an inflammatory response thing. You get it? And currently I will say, because of long use and it has been helping since then, it is under research. And the people who are supposed to bring drugs out of this, you see, the main active compound is called cassinum. Cassinum. Let me text that and someone may help you to pronounce it. Cassinum. cashewnut. You know, pronunciation at times is hard to some people. So this, it's called cashewnut. It's called cashewnut. That is the product that is a major chemical compound extracted from turmeric that is used in modern conventional medicine. So, uses of cashewnut: one, it is an anti-inflammatory drug. Now, we have taken our cashewnut. Now it's not turmeric, because now we are in the conventional medicine. We are in our conventional we are in our hospitals. Cashew nut, what cashew mean, what do we use it in our hospital? One, anti-inflammatory, joint pain, inflammatory bowel disease, arthritis. And then we have something called antioxidant. Go back to our video how we talked about oxidation and antioxidant, cashew, and the how antioxidants help your body. Now this one is used as an antioxidant. You see, it is used as an antioxidant, protects your body cells from damage caused by free radicals. Now you know we have derived our cashew from the turmeric that you usually use, and now it is helping us as an active ingredient in the hospital. It helps in digestive system treatment. Gastritis, you know gastritis, what it is: pain in your stomach. Peptic ulcer disease, PID, if you have ulceration and indigestion, it increases motility, so food can go faster to be digested, and then you are okay. But cancer research studies for slow growth some of cancer cells. It is used in cancer research, and at times in medical care, in medicine, in medical care, it is used when you have a rough skin, and so used it as in creams. But I'm saying now we have our cashew, not the turmeric. We have withdrawn the turmeric. So our forefathers went to the bush and they took turmeric, and they saw this one, it is helping in arthritis. After a very long time of usage, now the researchers, us now, the main the conventional doctors, current doctors, we took it and went to the lab and we extracted cashew. We saw, oh, this is the product in that plant that is helping a person. So we created it as a plant, a cashew, as in cool, kur. Yes. Some pronunciation, Kigniro, pronunciation of some medical terms, you'll understand. Now, they took turmeric when this problem, a person had skin problems and arthritis, and made our forefathers mainly, they used it as an anti-inflammatory in arthritis. Now we are going from the normal to the complicated. Have you ever used garlic? Have you ever used garlic? Let me find garlic and post it so that people would know what garlic is. You know, the normal things that you say, garlic plant, the normal things that you see and feel, that you know them, some people don't know them. And that's why today I've come here to really bring these things so that someone can let me see this. If is I want the garlic that is in the champ, the one that is growing, the garlic that is growing, the garlic. But most people don't know the garlic that is growing. They know the garlic that is in they know the garlic, yes. They know the garlic that is always in the market, because nowadays something called let me put garlic here. Let me put garlic here. You know, image. People, this is not 7. I meant 7. Agriculture is a very funny thing. We like so much eating, but we don't know how they are produced. So this is the garlic. Garlic is coming. Garlic is coming there. Garlic always is like uh is like onion. Is like an onion. So let's talk about garlic plant, and let's synthesize what garlic does. You usually use garlic in in day to day. uh, and Sorry about that. We usually use garlic when someone has a flu. Hmm? Garlic is called allium sativa. Sativa. Allium sativa. The active product that we use nowadays in our days nowadays is something, a minute. The active product, the main product that we take from garlic is allicin. Allicin. Hmm? Other sulfur compound, they are there. It has sulfur in it. So if you are allergic to sulfur and you are using garlic, it may be a problem. So allicin is what we use in the hospital. We derive and then we take in milligrams and we prescribe to doctors. But previously, I hope, greetings everyone watching. Hey, Benjamin the wise guy. Johnny Be Good in the house. Welcome, welcome, Johnny Be Good. Today we have something that is very nice. I'm at least giving images. You see, I'm at least giving images so that we can appreciate. You see, now that is what is called garlic. That is what is called garlic. Let me put it like this. So as I talk, you can see garlic behind me. Yes, like that. Now, garlic is a very good compound, because our grandfathers, when they were having problems, when someone's blood pressure is high, the head is pounding, the pressure when you touch here it is beating. Do you know what they used? They used garlic, because it helped to reduce blood pressure, helps low cholesterol levels, reduced of blood clot formation. That is what they usually used. Antimicrobial medicine. There are some medicine that have are antibiotics that are produced from garlic, allicin. You see, that product that is called allicin itself, the product that is called allicin, has antibacterial effect, sometimes antivirals and antifungal. So our allicin that we take from the garlic itself, some drugs that you use in hospitals and as antibiotics, what do they contain? They contain this product called allicin antibiotic, and sometimes it is used in supportive treatment of infection, antioxidant effect. So you see, as we talk about these garlics, at least you are appreciating. Yes, Johnny Be Good always cooks with garlic. So Johnny Be Good, what you are usually doing, it's funny, Benjamin, having breakfast and great. Yes, 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 yes. You see, now what you are doing is you are balancing your blood pressure and you are making your body feel like antioxidant effect. You antioxidant helps to reduce toxins in your body. So that is our garlic. Let me show the picture again. That is our garlic. That is our garlic. You've seen, that is our garlic. If you have never seen garlic, that is our garlic. So this, you see how slow we are going. Hmm? There is something else. Let's go to another. We have 20 products today. We must finish them. There is milk crystal. Hmm? Now, have you seen? I know you don't know these names. You don't know these names, and I want us to appreciate the names. When you see something that you usually know, eh, and you don't know it is helping, like the plant that we saw earlier, the flower that we saw earlier. Hey, now this one will shock you. I've seen even someone uh, bringing out this milk crystal, the milk crystal in let me download it. Let me download it. Yes, the herb itself. Let me bring another one that you will be surprised. You know this one? You know this one? Uh, uh, there's some scenes I will remove so that I have space as we go. So there are some scenes remove so that we have space as we go. Yes, yes, yes. Now we are at a plant called milk crystal. Milk crystal is a plant that we use. We see it daily, and we really don't know at times how this milk crystal. Uh, okay, okay. Milk crystal, milk crystal. This is the plant called milk crystal, and if you know it, please tell me. I know that plant. It is in my neighborhood, and I really haven't known this is what I should use to. This is the milk crystal. You've seen the milk crystal. That one that you are seeing there is what is called the milk crystal. Have you ever seen it somewhere around you in your compound or in anywhere that you are? Hmm? If you have ever seen it, please tell me, Daktari. Today I'm not being a herbalist. I want everyone to understand. I'm not being a herbalist. What I'm doing, I'm connecting between. I'm connecting. Sorry about that. I'm connecting between our forefathers' work. eh, I'm I'm connecting between our forefathers' work and our sorry, something is wrong somewhere. Now that is the milk crystal. Have you ever seen it around where you are? At home, at okay, King. So true, I've seen it before. Yes, now we want to know what the product this milk crystal brings. We want to know what milk crystal brings and what we can have when it comes to, you see, the milk crystal, a very fine product. So let me put it on my background so that as we talk, if you are not seeing it clearly or you're just seeing me, you tell me. So that is the milk crystal. That is the milk crystal there. That is the milk crystal. Now, what does it? Yes, yes, yes. What does the milk crystal do? The milk use it when this one milk crystal is used as something called antiviral. Mostly our forefathers used it as an antiviral. Why? Because people that had hepatitis and fatty liver diseases or drug or toxin induced liver damages, you've seen it. Yes, you've seen that one is the milk crystal, seen very clearly. That one, the milk crystal, you have seen it somewhere. They used this drug. It helps in liver. Uses of, you see, the active product is called silimarin. In the conventional medicine, they extract something called silimarin. Silimarin, let me post the spelling. Silimarin. They extract something called, we are still having some. Nice to know all of them. Wow, people are knowing all of them. We are still having several. So, silimarin is what is extracted from this plant, which is called the milk crystal. So, when it is extracted from the milk crystal, a group of flavonoids, it's called in their group they are called flavonoids. So when it is extracted, what do they do? What do they do? Let's see what they do. Used in liver disease such as hepatitis, fatty liver disease, drug induced liver injury. When you take some drugs, and then you overdose. You take the milk crystal, it helps in oxidizing and removing the damaged cells from your liver, and the it clearance in the kidney, it goes on well. It's called an antioxidant. It protects liver cells from damage, supports the liver regeneration, creating new liver cells. Conventional medical products, standardized silimarin tablets or capsules. If you have, there is something called liver 52, L52, that we give to patients that have problems when it comes to their liver. let me let me laugh because King Nero today is really surprised. Is really surprised. Now, King Nero today, you are embracing that. Doctors, we don't overrule the words of our forefathers. We don't overrule the words of our forefathers. We embrace them, but in a different way, in a different style, by getting the active compounds, and manufacturing it. So when you don't have the active compound like L52 for liver damages, get that one. Milk, you know it, drink it. As if it is mild, you drink it before you go to see a doctor. This is what our forefathers used, and they gave out the route and the way to manufacture the active compound. You see, they tried, they passed through many things to find out what this drug does, and we found out that it does this. Now we have another one called cranberry. Have you ever, now cranberry will make people laugh. Cranberry will make people laugh, I know it. For because what I'm going to show you will make you laugh. Cranberry plant. You see, like you've been having liver problems. You want your liver to be clean, and you want your sorry, and you want your I'm trying to find a good image. You want your lifestyle to improve, energetic, you see, and you don't know what to do. There are some very many things. Images. There are so many things you can do so that you can help yourself. You see, even right now, King Rido is surprised about what I'm showing. These are things that they are at your doorstep, things that you usually see, things that okay, that is in 8. No, 9. These are things that you have at your doorstep, and that sometimes you go to hospital, the bills are so expensive, you don't know what to do. Now, you see, these are things that you should embrace, because before you reach there, at least you have given yourself some first aid. Now, the cranberry is there. Sorry, the berry is there. I know some of you know this berry here. Some of you know this berry here. Let me put it here. If you have problems with the spelling, let me know. If you have, I only know the garlic. Uncle, people know many things. You have the watered down cranberry in drink and dry beans. Yes. Now, check this out. Check this out and tell me, cranberry plant. What does cranberry do? We are from the other plant that is called silimarin, and now we have the cranberry in. Now we are in another part where we have something called the cranberry, Vaccinium mancopa. Vaccinium mancopum, Vaccinium. It's a very important medical part here. You know, in hospital, or in manufacturing companies, I see you're seeing this is the fruit. It's the fruit itself. The fruit itself. Sorry, I've not said the main product. The fruit itself. Hmm? The main active compound in that fruit in that fruit is called prontosynadis. Prontosynadis. PSCs. Prontosynadis. Let me post these names. Sometimes does it really clean the kid? Yes, we have been told in the modern chemist it helps in King Nero. Which one are you asking? The cranberry or the other one, the milk plant that we have just been? That one helps the liver, not the kidney. It regenerates the liver cells. It regenerates the liver cells, not the kidney. The kidney always sieves and clears toxins. So we are at the cranberry. Everyone is seeing cranberry. Those berries, let's see, for people who are prone to, let me put it in my background like that, for people who have UTIs, urinary tract infection. Yeah? So in hospitals, we have something called drugs that are PACs, antibiotics that are PACs. You see, they help prevent of urinary tract infection. In this way, they do not kill bacteria directly. Instead, prevent bacteria like E. coli from sticking to urinary tract lining. You see, that is an antibiotic in another way. So the E. coli sticks in your urinary tract, so that it can generate and give more. But you see, in another way, it prevents the E. coli, which is a bacteria, from sticking. So this one helped our forefathers. This is the cranberry. Let me put the image back. That is the cranberry. Everyone is seeing it very well. Yes, it cranberry juice makes me sick. So this one is an antibiotic by itself. In this way, our forefathers, what they did, they went when someone was having a UTI, every time saying that I have a problem, I'm urinating this. So they used this. They used some berries, and when someone was eating these berries, it came out in a good way that this person was not urinating what? Was not urinating pus. So the E. coli sometimes can be very fatal until it gives you pus. Today we have gone up to 1 hour. Let's take like two, let's take like the two plants. Then we continue tomorrow. So there is St. John's wort. That one I know some people know it very well. St. John's wort. But you see, as I've said, I have to display it so that people can know. Have you ever heard of St. John's wort? St. John's wort. If you have ever heard of the St. John's wort, if you've ever heard of St. John's wort, St. John's wort, my body is allergic to it. Oh, okay. Let's see how it is used. But let me display St. John's wort first. The image. You see, as you see these plants, you kind like have you kind like have the it's here. Let me see how. Yes, when you see these plants, you appreciate, and you know you have the let me see, I'm continuing. Uncle has said that no, Uncle has said he only knows of why, but I will go back before we finish to see the sorry, scene 9, scene 10. Here in scene 10, we will go back to the other one that was the first one to see If uncle, you still don't know that one, let me present this image. Let me present this image of St. John's wort. St. John's wort, where is it? Where is St. John's wort? Let me see. I'm still finding oh, St. John's wort, where is it? Where is, okay, here. Image. Let me see, open. Very, that one. But the image of St. John's wort is not coming out very clearly. Let me find a clear one, of St. John's wort, a clear one of St. John's wort. Because people to to I want people to embrace this. I want people to understand doctors don't overrule on these products because we don't like using them. No, it is because we are worried of the dosages and the side effects when you don't know, or and even treating on something that you really don't know how they will come out. You see, it is important to get to know. Let me see this one. St. John's wort. That one is better. Now, say that one is the image of St. John's wort. That one is coming there. Let me show you. I know that one is Bilbias. So, St. John's wort. That is the image of St. John's wort there. Do you have, yes, have you ever come across the St. John's wort somewhere? Have you ever come across the St. John's wort somewhere? You see, what does St. John's wort do? St. John's wort do? Just a minute. Now, St. John's wort, everyone knows it, and some people have used this thing for so long. And when we are using it at the hospital, it is used under a name called hyperforin. Hyperforin. Hyperforin is something that is used in the in the what can I in the mental health industry. Yes, I went to hospital and they ran all kind of tests and they told me that I'm not allergic. So I started to drink it again and I'm getting sick same way. Now, Johnny Be Good, please email me your symptoms. Uh, my email is benjaokoesh@yahoo.com. Let's get to know. Let's get to know. Email me Johnny Be Good. Email me there your symptoms. We interact so that I know what is the problem. You see, maybe you are not, if you are having allergies of St. John's wort, you may have a problem with something that is has, which is not the drug. If you have ever taken something like a painkiller and you have never reacted, and you don't have the allergy for this. When our forefathers were, someone had depression and he was really depressed or he was really aggressive, this is something they used to drink. They used to boil and drink. Why? Because it is a CNS suppressant. It stops you from, it can make you have sleep, it can reduce your anxiety and nervous and tension, wound healing and skin condition. You see, so St. John's wort is an antidepressant in its way, but in hospital we say it is a serotonin, dopamine and norepinephrine inhibitor in anxiety. So way back they used it as, and they didn't know. So that's why I'm telling Johnny Be Good, please email me. Let me bring back the image of St. John's wort. Let me find it. Number 10, that one. That one. That one is the image. So they used it as an antidepressant, but as we continued, we realized that there is a compound in this drug that is making us be better when you have depression. And when we went to the laboratory, we got a compound called hypericin, the researchers. So the hypericin, any drug that is antidepressant, antipsychotic, that have hypericin, it is made from St. John's wort. So I'm waiting for your email, Johnny Be Good. I'm waiting for your email. I'm waiting for your email so that we can know, and I'll find out what is making you have these problems. You've seen St. John's wort. I think today I have time. Should we continue? Guys, I take 1 or 2 plants. Should we continue? We take 1 or 2 plants. Uh, we take 1 or 2 plants. We have 20 plants, so we have gone around 8. So let's get something. Ginseng. I know ginseng. Some people have really talked about it. Ginseng plant. And ginseng plant, let me find the ginseng itself. Let me give ginseng. Let me find let me put a picture of pink ginseng. Maybe you hear about it, but you've never. Ginseng plant. Let's see. Ginseng plant. Let me get a good image of ginseng plant. Ginseng, these are things that come from the Korean part. Ginseng is sold even in pharmacies. There is a product in a pharmacy that is called ginseng. I want a good image. Yeah, that is called ginseng that we use. Yeah, it is a supplement. We use it as supplement. Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to find a good image so that we relate. You see, today's interaction mainly is because we want to see and appreciate. Now, let me put ginseng here. So that we see the main products in ginseng. And where is that image? Yes, good. This is 11. We see, but you see, I know right now, at least you know, we don't overrule. We don't overrule. Where is that plant? Ginseng is here. Yes, we don't overrule the words of our forefathers. We have integrated them and we are using them as the main products in a different style. So this, before I finish, there is something I'll say about the herbs. So this one, that the ginseng plant is here. Let me show you. Ginseng plant is here. The ginseng plant itself is here. That one is called, it's a Korean plant. It's called the ginseng plant. It's a Korean plant. Oh, you never took the Johnny Be Good. When you are given when you are given medicine by the doctors, please take the medicine. Don't feel that these doctors don't know what they are doing. Please take the medicine, because it is very important to take the medicine. You know, we deal with modern science, deals with medicine evident. Now you are seeing the ginseng plant. That is the ginseng plant. Some of you might have like, I know our Jamaican uncle have gone so many places. And these are the plants that you see around them where you walk. And Those are the products you see everywhere. Those are the products that you see in the main in where you work. Now, ginseng is well-known plant used in both herbal and modern integrated. The two most medical studies are Panisan ginseng and Pansan quinquefolius. That one is American. The other one in America there is a ginseng, and in even in Korea there is their ginseng, but Korea use ginseng alone. So the main product is ginsenosides. Ginsenosides, what does it do? These products, they work as, they relieve fatigue and weaknesses, improve physical performance, and some people have seen when they use it, it helps in performance in bed. In bed, you understand what I'm saying. When it comes to sexual arousal, some people use it because of nerve stimulation. So it helps in in glucose uptake to the body, helps control carbohydrate metabolism. So something that helps in glucose uptake is better for people that are diabetic. You get it? But medical uses, immune response, recovery from infections, and sometimes used along cancer supportive therapy. So it is I did take uh, Johnny B. Good says he didn't take it because he will be a drug addict right now. No, you cannot be a drug addict because of hospital medication. So ginseng, mostly I've said it. Many people in Kenya here, they use it as to increase the energy in bed. You know what I mean? The energy in bed. Now I think I have we are, time is going and I have to finish. So what I will do, we have a lot of products that we still use here. Tomorrow we will talk about aloe vera, we will talk about moringa. We have talked about several moringa. We will talk about cannabinoids, cannabis sativa. We will talk about chamomile. That one we have talked, peppermint and eucalyptus. Those that you know. Now I've singled out that for tomorrow because there are things. Yes, painkillers. We have talked about one painkiller. Unfortunately, you've come out late. We have talked about several anti-inflammatories. Those anti-inflammatories and painkillers. You see, today we have gone up to 1 hour because we have streamed and we have seen how these things work. So be ready tomorrow to know how cannabis sativa, which is marijuana, people talk about it, it helps in cancer a lot. People talk about eucalyptus when it comes to flus and everything. Be ready tomorrow. We talk, we understand, and we integrate ourselves in this. I'm talking about this because, one, people say doctors don't appreciate when you are taking these products. You see, it is not that we don't appreciate. I have to pay more attention. Yes, Uncle, if you have a question, just you can go through and ask a question. I will always answer. I always come here. Oh, Baby Shosh, I'm always here at 4:30 Kenyan time. At 4:30 Kenyan time in the evening. So I'm bringing this topic so that you can know. It's not that we don't appreciate. What is happening is, if you are given herbal medication with a person who is trained about herbal medication, it is okay. Our forefathers have passed to someone, but nowadays there are so many crude people that always give. They give just any root, they give just any leaf because they think they are herbalists. Herbalists, just as doctors that are trained, those are trained by our forefathers, and it is a technique that is passed to others. So please, I'll be watching tomorrow morning session because I'll be at work. It's okay, King Nero. when it comes to you have seen how I've struggled to put this software in. So tomorrow I'll put a link, but when I put a link, I can start alive with another link. So when it comes to 4:30, refresh and see if it is the link that I'm using. Because when you put a link, the software starts with another link. So thank you so much, everyone who is in the platform. I appreciate. If you have questions tomorrow, we are going to talk about marijuana, the products they produce, and we see if it is true what people talk about it, the eucalyptus and all, everything that we have talked. If you haven't liked the video, please like the video, share them, tell your friends you can get help here. At least now that we are talking, yes, thanks King Nero. At least now that we are talking, in terms of in terms of emergencies, you know what to do. Don't say we don't have drugs. Thanks you so much, Mike. Mike is here. Don't say that we don't have drugs. I kind like took this topic because people have been talking so much about herbs and the confusion has been so much. But now that I'm a doctor and I'm bringing them here, you see, and I'm telling you the things that these things do, you are appreciating. You get it? So tomorrow I'll tell you about the drugs I'm trying tomorrow's subject now. Now, tomorrow I'll tell you why we limit usage of herbs, but we will start with um, for now, no, I'm not yet. Johnny B. Good is asking if I'm monetized. No, I'm not monetized. And even Jamaican uncle know that I do this for a passion. You get it? So, King Nero, I know one day will be monetized, but I do this for to pass information, to make people know what to do when there is an emergency. So, people, let's please share these videos. Let's talk out there. Let's help each other. Let's meet tomorrow. I know tomorrow the platform will be okay. The quality of the pictures will be good, and the interaction will be very nice. Have a nice day. It is already 6. My time is up. Please share. Bring more people tomorrow. For those that need, share this link so that, and tell them tomorrow at 16 hours and a half at 4:30 we will be talking. Mike should start with the ginseng from today's. Mike, ginseng. Okay, have a nice day, people. Let's meet tomorrow at that time. And I thank you so much for support. Please continue supporting me. Support Jamaican uncle. Support everyone who is supporting me here, because this is what we need. Bye. Bye, everyone.